I'm on a short trip to the property again, and I was thinking that I never really introduced myself properly. How rude. So let's start by saying that my name is Steven.
Hi.
I first want to have a look at the water situation. I've never seen so much of it since we bought the property 3 years ago. It's been a very wet season up till now. It's not the first time I've been here, but I managed to spot something I haven't seen before. You see that hose? Well, I'm not climbing all the way down there, but where does it start? There's something going on down there. There's even a hose. Oh, I'm sure you can't see it. There's a lot of brambles, so I'm not really in the mood. When it's summer, I should clean this up and have a look what's happening down there. While I continue to work on the joists, let me share some information about my channel. So, what's up with the name? Since the second part speaks for itself, let's focus on the first part. It's basically an English translation of my Dutch surname, including the random C that doesn't really add much apart from confusion. I earn my money as a software developer, but I try to visit the property as much as I can. That comes down to about 7 trips a year, and I usually stay around for 10 days. In terms of days off, that's quite a lot, but in terms of a building project, not so much. Since time is limited, I'm always struggling to find a balance between making good progress on the platform I'm building on the one hand, and on the other hand spending enough time and effort filming the entire project. By no means am I suggesting that I managed to nail that. In fact, I always feel I can do better in the filming department. It's all about learning and improving, I guess. That brings me to another thing I'd like to touch upon. Since progress is slow, my videos also lack a, well, certain pace. I don't feel that's necessarily a bad thing. I actually rather enjoy slow-paced videos myself. But I understand it's not for everybody. I guess what I'm saying is, if you feel like my videos are like watching paint dry, you probably should stop watching them. I truly understand, no hard feelings. And if you do decide to stick around, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. When it comes to installing joists, 2 out of the 3 levels are done. I can now start working on the 3rd level, which is the largest one. So let me tell you what I just did, very eloquently. So I'm checking the diagonals, and this is the point if the beams were exactly parallel. Smooth as butter. So it would have been that point. But since they were off about that much, which is 2.5 centimeters, I had to correct for that. So this is now the point I'm working with. So basically what I'm saying is that the beams are almost parallel. They are only off by 2.5 centimeters over a length of 8 meters. I mean, I don't want to brag, but nah, not so sure about that. .663 versus 664. Yeah, it will have to do, because it's all fixed. 1 centimeter diff. I'll take it. Let's talk about this use plan. After installing the joists, I'll have to put up OSB. And then the next stage is adding a waterproof layer, I'm thinking EPDM. And then I'm going to install hardwood deck boards. That by the end of the year I'll be able to wrap up that part of the build. Now there's one particular risk that could throw a wrench in the spokes, and that's my truck. I'll share more details in a future episode, but for now let's just say that hopefully it's not going to cost too much money to keep it running.